this doesn't get enough attention, I believe, to this particular industry, like being a beautician and owning your time and designing your schedule. And it really is worth everything, in my opinion. Hey there and welcome back. And if you are new here, welcome. My name is Paola of paolaponcenails.com, your source for all things premium soft gels and entrepreneurship in the nail industry. If this sounds like a niche you'd like to continue growing in, then at the end of this video, do consider subscribing to this channel and our weekly newsletter. Let's begin. I gotta tell you, a career in nails has been absolutely life-changing for me. With my nail income and good credit, gotta keep it real, I was able to buy a brand new car, make a down payment for a home, and move across the country in that new little car and start life anew. Yes, just by doing nails as an independent nail tech. Even though I wasn't able to buy that car outright or the house, my successful career in nails gave me the receipts to present to lenders and finance these items. And if you're really thinking about a career in nails as an independent nail tech, I want to give you 5 good reasons to prioritize that decision for yourself today. Let's dive in because there's definitely money to be made. Reason number 1 to become an independent nail tech: low tuition costs. And actually, before we talk about tuition costs for licensing, you have to know that many countries do not require such a thing. Yes, in many parts of the world, if you want to be a nail tech, you could just be a nail tech without any schooling or licensing. But if you do have to enroll in a nail program, unlike any other occupation, your education for licensing, even at the high end, should cost you no more than $10,000. We're talking about the educational program to prepare you for your state board exam for licensing. Currently, every state in the US requires licensing. My nail program was only $3,000. That was 11 years ago, and that was at a discount for paying it all up front too. And by the way, that was all the $3,000 I had in my savings account. So believe me when I say it takes being fearless to achieve your goals. Schools do often provide financial aid or payment plans. A nail school program will take anywhere from 3 to 6 months, just depending on the hours the program requires and whether you go full-time or part-time. So again, a relatively low tuition cost for a career. When you go independent, you can really start off your business without over-leveraging yourself to the point of financial ruin or a lifetime of debt. I will add that when it comes to a nail program, I went with the cheapest possible, and I recommend you do also because all you're trying to do is pass your licensing exam. Nail school itself won't make you a quarter of the success you crave. Trust us who have been there. Reason number 2 to become an independent nail tech: be part of a creative field. Think about it like this. You get to paint and design all the time and however much you want. There are countless studies about the positive impact on mood when you get to be creative with your own 2 hands. Yes, so when you're with clients under a time constraint, that may not be as relaxing, but once you get in your flow and you know your clients for many years, those feelings change. But even on your downtime or days off, there is something to be organized or swatched or redecorated. And seriously, there comes a lot of peace and stress relief in those moments. To this day, I experience those moments of peace and relaxation when it is time to organize the studio. It's fabulous. I can just sit down and pop an online course or podcast because I also have to create space for self-development. Reason number 3 to become an independent nail tech: you choose how much you want to make. Anytime you're your own boss, you get to experiment with the ceiling of that particular career choice. And there is a ceiling, but as an entrepreneur, you get to also get creative on ways to break through that ceiling. For example, a high income goal in the industry as an independent is making $100,000 per year. It is possible, but it is also a lot of work if you're just offering nail services. The good thing here is that all you have to do is provide nail services, not manage inventory or staff. But then you can grow the business as well as your responsibilities by selling physical goods or hiring an assistant to help you with services or opening a salon space and leasing out spaces or training staff to execute your method, or teach classes on your method. So you can get creative to break through that ceiling of just $100,000. Just your income potential is just a matter of how many different things you want to have going on at the same time, but that you can also delegate to grow and scale the business. And I do have to keep it real. When I was a nail tech, I cared only about providing services and had very little interest in growing the business in other ways, as I just gave you some examples. Just governing myself in business choices was the definition of success for me, and it still is. Reason number 4, you get to design your own schedule. And this is going to be the biggest incentive, 100%, of having a career in nails. When I first started doing nails, my biggest mistake was not owning my time. And that was partly because at that time, this new venture was essentially my all, my reason for getting up and grinding to be the best, most successful nail tech I could be. But part of being a successful entrepreneur is owning your time. And even though I didn't have location freedom, like getting to do nails anywhere, neither did I want that because I don't enjoy mobile manicuring at all. I did get to learn to own my time. And eventually I learned to accommodate my clients, my schedule, right? My work schedule around the things I wanted to do. And at that time, without a baby, for me, it was local travel. We lived in California, and California, as you know, is the biggest state in the region with so much to do top to bottom. And my husband and I enjoyed ourselves oh so much the years that I was a nail tech. I believe in grinding so hard. You treat yourself to an exquisite time with your loved ones, however often you need to remain at the top of your A game as a creative entrepreneur. But even if you have obligations like little ones, there is no bigger privilege in a career than to coordinate your schedule around your children. And this doesn't get enough attention, I believe, to this particular industry, like being a beautician and owning your time and designing your schedule. And it really is worth everything, in my opinion. A nail career as an independent can definitely grant you that privilege of owning your time and designing that schedule for yourself. As a mother myself now, I honestly could never look back and say, gosh, I wish I was more absent in my son's life. Of course not. I made big decisions, scary decisions, foregoing my income altogether when I moved states. And that was one of the decisions, right? Moving to a completely different state because I prioritized the future. I didn't let fear win. Praise the Lord. Reason number 5, you get the opportunity at cool opportunities. Yes, a creative industry comes with cool opportunities. While you may not have location freedom necessarily, once in a while you'll be invited to things like magazine features, celebrity nail calls, working events, attending trade shows, and networking events, or you can even curate your very own. While these opportunities may be far and few, those are some of the moments, along with owning your time, that you get to say, really thankfully, we get to do this. Honestly, if you are considering a career in nails as an independent nail tech, there is no good reason why you cannot delve deeper into this path. Now, if the time and financial commitment of it all still makes you nervous, think about it this way. So many people go off to college to pursue what they think they want to do in life, only to finish those 4 years owing or having paid in the proximity of $40,000. And if they are working in their field, often they are working for someone else. On the flip side, you get to choose a field you enjoy, a creative field at that, go to school for less than 6 months, with many countries not requiring licensing, not be in debt for the majority of your youthful years, work for yourself immediately after completing your schooling, and within a year, if you follow my lean roadmap for nail tech success, make a livable wage. Yes, I'm working on a new training called The Roadmap for Nail Tech Success. It is a quick guide to give you all of the strategic steps to go independent as your own boss in the field of nails. I'm sharing only what has worked for me and my students. No suggestions or I think this is what is working now, and definitely no overcomplication of anything. You can get on the waitlist down below and I'll be in your inbox weekly, inspiring you to take the leap further. Until next time, as a nail tech, we get to do this. Bye for now. Thank you for watching. If you loved today's video, can you do me a favor and give it a thumbs up to boost it up in the algorithm so that I may help more people? And if you need a little more direction in your nail career, I want to encourage you to join my free masterclass using the link in the description box below. It is available for you to watch immediately for free right now after signing up.